happening in Jacksonville with so many different see people light up when you tell them, oh, you can do this. You know what? You're great. And then you start asking them questions about them personally, and you're able to see the gifts that on the inside of them, and you're telling them what they can do. It's like, I didn't think I could do that. I didn't know I could do that. So it's amazing to see people light up, especially our black men, knowing that they can, beat any obstacles if they're just getting the resources and the empowerment to know that they are great. So I'm excited. I've been doing a lot of that stuff right now.
I can tell you was very knowledgeable on that right there. I know when someone's passionate about something, and I see that you're passionate about that.
Yeah, so it's definitely good and exciting. So we are going to go into, finding out some of the things that are going on in town this Thursday. There are a lot of things happening this week. So if you're out this fine Thursday, if you're getting dressed for a nice night out, call in now. Kind of tell us where you're going. Call 766-3401. Call us at 904-766-3401. Talk to us. We want to hear from our community, see what you all have going on in the city. We're listening in around the area to see what's going on tonight. We know Thursday is the day to go out now. Throw it back. Thursdays are hot. We're going to check in and see what's going on before 8:50 p.m. A quick news break for the listeners of Victory Station 1360 AM and 94.7 FM by Stacy M. Brown, NNPA News Wire. The Florida Department of Education said the state has rejected more than 50 math textbooks ahead of the 2022 and 2023 school year. Wow. That's been a very hot topic going on. Very hot topic. The department cited references to critical race theory among reasons for the rejection. Then the Florida governor's proposes to end 2 black congressional districts, something on its face that violates the Voting Rights Act of 1965 and state law. That right there has definitely been a hot topic as far as, to end those congressional districts.
Yes.
So hopefully we can get out and give your opinion about what should happen. It's always good to be proactive and be active in what goes on in our community, what goes on in our state. In Jacksonville, Florida, Rosalind Simmons, a dietary aide at Life Care Center of Jacksonville, recently received Life Care Centers of America's quarterly Southeast Division Whatever It Takes Champion Award for her dedication to customer service. That is awesome. And guess what? We have the black teen from Florida earns $4 million in scholarships accepted to 27 universities.
Wow, that is awesome.
4 million.
Mm-hmm. That is awesome.
Again, guys, accepted to 27 universities.
Wow.
Jonathan Walker, a teenager from Panama City, Florida, has been accepted to all the 27 universities to which he applied. So we have some very talented and educated young people, and we got to definitely celebrate them.
Yes, we do.
For what they're doing.
Yes, we do.
Because to get all of that, that's hard, especially if you got any obstacles against you.
Look, I'm clapping my hand 1,000,000 times real fast. That's
okay. Awesome. Just thinking about $4 million at your disposal to.
Man, I wish I would have got $4.
Right.
You know, I was like, look at my $4 million, man.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking.
Look, I see what I'm paying back is close to a lot.
It took me 21 years to pay off my student loans, but they paid off.
Amen. Amen. I'm just gonna keep working in public service. Hopefully we'll get some grace.
Okay.
A crowd of approximately 1,000 people came to the parks to enjoy the event organized by Seven Creeks Recreation Area partners, including the Timaquan Parks Foundation and the City of Jacksonville. The Seven Creeks Fest draws a crowd to celebrate and explore the wilderness parks and explore the Seven Creeks parks. It took place on Saturday, April 2nd, and was a great success.
It's great.
All right. So that is some of the great things that have been happening, some of the hot news topics. Again, if you want to tell us what you have going on around town, you can call in at 904-766-3401. So what else is up? What are some of the things that you have been seeing around town? Or
the beautiful art by Grace Bio. She did some art at the Jessie. I think I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but when I tell you that she is a great artist, you got to go see it. You got to go see
amazing.
It. That's why I was at the Jessie building. You got to go see it.
Okay.
Grace Bio. She's awesome. So it's been a lot of like murals around town and everything. So they're just like painting Jacksonville like up, like making it beautiful.
Right. And see, I like that part. I remember when I was first doing one of my art programs, and I used to, I always research from all over the country to see what other cities are doing. Philadelphia was one of those cities that they had murals everywhere. And I was like, oh my God, we need something like that. They were beautiful too. So I'm excited too to see all of the things that we're doing, Now that same thing that used to be a negative, like graffiti used to be negative.
Right.
So now to see that we're embracing it in such a way to know that it is art. It's art when you do it the right way.
It is.
So that's amazing. And I'm glad that Jacksonville is really doing some of those things. And
me too.
Some of our African Americans can be recognized in that space also for the great work that they do. So yes, kudos to them, and I'm gonna have to go check her out as well.
You ever thought about painting or, drawing? I can only do stick figures, so I'm gonna leave that to them. But
I do like abstract.
Okay.
So once you're creative, you really can do any of it. And I always tell when I'm talking to the young people, art is art. And I used to take them to the Common Museum just because. And so on that note, we're going to take a quick break and we'll come back for more of the Impact Radio Show. You can hear that?
No.
Is it turned up?
I don't know.
Oh, that's mine. One of the other ones yours. Find the code. Oh, you not? Is you plugged? Are you plugged in?
Oh, that.
Oh, you down? Yep.
What's this one? This one?
Let me see. The next one.
This one?
Yep, you down, that's why.
Yeah, that's it. You wasn't on, it was black. I had to turn the radio thing on. That's what I was trying. That's why I turned it that way. So they can see.
It's okay. Just be sure winking it.
It's okay. There you go, right there.
Okay.
Because I don't need to change the name.
Welcome back to the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star. Don't forget to do business with a trailblazing female-owned independent media company. Help preserve the legacy of Clara McLaughlin by supporting the Florida Star today. Ask your favorite local business to carry the current issues. More information at thefloridastar.com. That's TheFloridaStar.com. TheFloridaStar.com. Okay, so we're going to go back and we'll talk a little bit about art. And Dr. Powell was saying, do I do a little art? Well, as I always would tell the young people that I work with, not take them to the Common Museum just because there would be paintings in there that look like somebody just took a whole bunch of paint and just splattered it on the board. And I always tell them that the reason why it's so expensive and it's $1 million or whatever the price is because that person put value on it.
Right.
That person believed that what they put on that canvas and what it spoke had value. And so I always tell them that art is art.
Right.
No matter what you do, if it's pieces of paper torn up and you glue them all together, what do you see the value of what you're doing? That
and
art
a lot
that you're
of people
doing.
don't see the value, in what they're doing.
Yeah. So I say you can do whatever. So I do what they call doodle, and I do abstract things, but I think my art look very good. And so once you do that, I believe that people, once you embrace that and say, you know what, art is art. There is no true definition that it says that art has to be exactly this.
Right.
It's being creative.
Right.
So, So for me, yes, I do art.
Well, I don't. I don't at all.
You do a little art? You do art?
Performing arts?
Yes, you are.
I do.
You are an artist.
I'm an artist. I just can't draw. That's the thing.
Yes, definitely. So, that is totally, and I think just even outside of art, like you said, people sometimes don't see the value.
Right.
People don't see their value because sometimes we mirror what we look like or what we're supposed to be against somebody else.
Right. Exactly. It's always that comparison. Society does it too. They're going to compare you with someone.
Right. So hopefully we can get more people out of that and just knowing that we all are made different. We all have some value that can be added to whatever.
Right.
And once you do that, then you get in your rightful place.
Exactly.
Because some people feel like, okay, that's my place, but it's not my place because somebody else is in that place. We all have a place.
Exactly.
And it's not what somebody else is. Right. I was talking to somebody, it was a post and they were talking about being number 1 and being number 2 and or you could be number 6. And I always, reference my young people or people that I work with because it's okay if you're number 2.
Right.
It's absolutely okay. Your success should be measured against who you are. And not just saying because that person that may be number 1 here, they may be number 8 somewhere else.
And by whose standards are you number 2 and they're number 1? You know, so what makes you number 2 and them number 1?
Exactly.
And you gotta see who's standards, like your worth, because I'm number 1 without, as long as I tried and did my best, I'm still number 1.
Absolutely. I be teasing with people, and they'll ask about like famous people. I say I'm famous too.
Yeah. I am famous. I want to get your autograph, Shana, when we leave here tonight. So you are. You know, it's a pleasure. I tell myself it's a pleasure for them to have me in the room. You know, so. And then when you going somewhere, you got a lot of celebrities, people like taking pictures. No, you take the picture there and don't put it on them. Keep it on you, because then now you're focused that even though you're in that event or where you're at, you put it on them. You need to keep it on yourself.
Exactly. I say I may not be famous to the same people, but I'm famous to somebody.
Right. You're famous to me, Shayna. You know, these people probably wondering, like, wait, CJ and Vanessa at? You know, like, who is these people?
Right.
You know?
See, they love us enough to allow us to come on here and they can go have a day off. So we are grateful and thankful for that. So tonight we're gonna talk about a few things that are going on in town for tonight and this weekend. So tomorrow, Just Hilarious is at the Comedy Zone from at 7:30 p.m. And then also we have Toontown Street Market.
Oh, okay.
I love that area. I actually went to that building. We had to pick up something from that building, and it was amazing.
Is that downtown? By the stadium around?
Yes,
Church.
Yes, Church Street.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, Saturday, they're gonna have the market from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it's at 1726 East Church Street downtown. But when we went inside, I was just so amazed. I like all that kind of stuff, dealing with these young people. But everything was Looney Tunes, and the building was amazing, even on the inside. So that's something great. I remember the news article that came out about that they were going to be doing the market and allowing people to come and now be vendors in there, which is always good to help support our small businesses in our city. Be recognized more, because how can we build our economy here unless we support small businesses? Right. So I'm excited about that. The 57th annual Shrimp Festival is in Amelia Island.
I like shrimp.
I like shrimp too. The Isle of Eighth Flag Shrimp Festival in historic downtown Fernandina Beach features an array of activities for the entire family, free to attend. That is Thursday, which is tonight, through Sunday, May 1st at 5 p.m. downtown Fernandina Beach. Remember, it is an event for your whole family. Get your family out, and it's free to attend. So that's exciting. They probably have a lot of activities that are also free. Forever Green exhibition by Khalil Osborne and Teeny Rudolph. The farewell photo exhibition is Friday, April 29th at 6 p.m. at Corks District, 2689 Roselle Street. Also on tomorrow is the 15th annual 48-hour film project. It's at 6 p.m., 7:30 p.m. East 40 East Adams Street. That's at the Jesse DuPont building downtown. Filmmakers from all over Jacksonville are coming back to compete to see who can make the best short film in only 48 hours. Guess what, y'all? Any level of expertise, that's from novice to expert, can enter. So if you know you have been wanting to see if that short film is great, come and compete. Get the experience. It doesn't matter your experience. So that's tomorrow at 6 p.m., 40 East Adams Street. So those are the events that we know that are going around town. Also, if you are interested in submitting your story to the newspaper, please contact do_and_talk on major social media platforms. We're going to take another quick break and we will be back with the Impact Radio Show.
Impact Radio Show. I'm going to move around so my people can see I'm at the Impact Radio Show. I ain't getting on camera. I'm just saying. I'm just moving.
You could have. Welcome back to the Impact Radio Show, sponsored by the Florida Star. Again, I am your host, Dr. Shanna Carter, the Purpose Resuscitator, with my co-host, Dr. Shaun Powell. And so we are happy to be with you all tonight as Vanessa and CJ are taking a day off and having a good time. So we hope they are having a really, really good time.
Yeah.
But we thought we holding it down for them, I think.
I think we holding it all the way down. I mean, I don't know. I think they might be a little. They gotta like reevaluate and have us do something again.
Oh, okay. Yes. They need to have us back.
Yes.
So definitely. So we're gonna have a impactful moment, and that impactful moment is brought to you by the IRS team business. And on today, the impactful moment is there is power in knowing who you are. There is power in knowing who you are. A lot of times we don't really understand who we are. And because, again, as we were talking about the art, the value that we have of the inside of us, we're not for sure. Especially because if people have told us things, if people have been negative, if the circumstances that we have in our life look like we can't be anything greater, if our family issues, if our job issues, if our financial circumstances, a lot of times we feel like we don't know that we can do something great because of all those obstacles. But there is so much power when we really understand who we are. And we have to pull back from all of those things and say, who am I? Asking. And I have to do that too and say, Shayna, who are you?
Right.
Outside of things, outside of even the successes.
Yes.
Who are you? Who are you as a person? If all of that was gone, if the situations were gone or the trials, but if all the success was gone, who are you at the core?
Right.
There's so much more power. And then when anything comes, we can be authentically ourselves, whether it's good or bad, when we know who we are. So how do you feel about? So guess what, y'all? We have a caller on the line. Real quick, we're gonna go to and answer the call that we have. Hello, caller. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Who am I talking with tonight?
This is Jay.
Hey, Jay, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing tonight?
We are doing wonderful over here, holding it down.
Yeah. Hi, Jay.
Oh. I just want to call and give a huge shout out to Dr. Shaun Powell for being such a phenomenal woman, telling our own show and this wonderful movie that she's a part of in direction.
Oh, thank you so much, Jay.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Congratulations. Well,
Oh, and who is that?
this is Everett.
Hi, Everett. Thank you so much.
So how did you all hear about the shows? Was it just the radio, or have you went to see the movie or the shows? Amazing. Okay.
Oh, awesome.
Well, we can tell that you liked it because you called in. So thank you for being there. I say thank you too for supporting.
And I say thank you for supporting as well. And I look forward to seeing you on May the 19th at the movie.
Awesome. I'm so excited.
Okay, thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you for
thank you.
calling.
All right. So that was amazing. See?
It was. Thank you, Jeff.
Very good. But again, in that moment is the power in knowing who you are. And I was watching Viola Davis when she did the interview with Oprah. And she talked about that also, of just really knowing who she was, because she thought once she got success that it was going to be like utopia. But that's not what happens. Looks like you probably have more problems. They say more money, more problems. And so really understanding who we are, regardless of the good or the bad, you can overcome either one. Because in good, sometimes there's so much more intense stress, struggle. So the power of just knowing authentically who you are as a person outside of everything else. And so, kind of what you think about that.
I heard that, and whose you are. Because when you know whose you are, all of that stuff, when you're able to give it to God, and you understanding, the reason. Sometimes we're like, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know who I am, because sometimes we grow up being who someone else wants us to be, and when we're able to find who we are and whose we are, I think that's a great point.
Absolutely.
It took me a long time to realize that. I've had so many jobs because I wanted to do this for somebody, do this for somebody. But now, as a child, I always wanted to be a writer.
Yes. So we are thankful for you all tonight.
Yes.
Don't forget to do business with a trailblazing female-owned independent media company. Help preserve the legacy of Clara McLaughlin by supporting the Florida Star today. Ask your favorite local business to carry the current issues. More information at thefloridastar.com. Again, thefloridastar.com. I am your host, Shanna Carter, with my co-host, Dr. Shaun Powell. This has been an amazing night. We do want to thank our presenting sponsor, the Florida Star, our partners, the Ritz Theater Museum, African Lady, African Gentleman, IRS business team, and special thanks to our callers that called in today. Again, I'm Shanna Carter, and I'm with my co-host,
Dr. Shaun Powell.
All right, good night, and thank you for joining us on the Impact Radio Show, sponsored by the Florida Star. I think we did all right.
I think we did too. We winged that, didn't we?
WCGL FM 94.7 W234CW, Jacksonville, Florida.
I'm trying to see what J that is. I know some J's because I was Facebook now, and I always give the number to call in. They're calling. It's the old. No, that's it.
I'm on live. What do I do after this?
Post it.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Is it people calling me too?
Okay, since we're off the air, you can go ahead and press. You see a lit button over there? You see something lit?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's not lit.
Mm-mm.